Back in Week 5, the Ravens won a shootout in their first matchup against the Bengals. Can Cincinnati get revenge? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. They go play action here on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but... Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. De'Ami Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games.
He's got a man complete, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air, 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Bradford to throw it. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Bradford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. We were just talking about him pregame, 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there, another one in the 1st quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well, and he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
He's got Higbee complete right side. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 43. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bradford. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A give. This is Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Chubb. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bradford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports. Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Oh, geez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he returns this to the 22. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's... The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without... And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Cincinnati. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 2nd and 8 coming up. They run it again with Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Matt Milano. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. On third down, Bradford. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Bradford.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Man open is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd and goal, Bradford. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Allen Robinson is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield equally good.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. 2:11 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to